Hello everyone, welcome back to BP Interview Tutorials and hope you guys are doing really well. So I came up with an interesting concept that is on how to manage the buffer and how we can calculate the buffer associates, what is the use of buffer, what is the meaning of buffer in call center. We will learn all this concept today. Before moving to the video, I would request everyone to share, subscribe the channel, click on bell icon so that you will get notification on all the upcoming videos. Also check out our playlist, you will find 230 plus videos that will help you in cracking your interviews related to quality analyst, trainers, team leader, operation manager, Six Sigma certification, project management, MS Excel dashboards, reports, many more things guys. So you just learn it and you can easily implement in your ongoing process. So let's start today's concept, that is on how to manage the buffer here. This is the buffer mechanism we will see today. So let's start with the definition. What is the need of buffer? So you basically understand the meaning of buffer here is the additional head count. Okay, simple meaning is additional head count. Why we need this additional head count? Whenever we find there is a high shrinkage, or if there is a spike in volume, so if you find any attritions or if there is any challenges, we require an additional associate to help us, right? Now I'll go with the basic here. Generally what happened here is, whenever a new process starts, okay, so client will say that I can bill X number of associates. Now let's consider the X number of associate is 20. Now what happened here is, if I start my process with only 20 associates, if I find any shrinkage, leaves or anything, it will be really tough to manage all the things. So what the companies will do, they will have additional buffers along with the 20 associates which they have hired. Now the situation here is, client will only bill to these 20 associates, but the additional associates which were hired to support the other, that will be billed by the internal team. Okay, so that is not the client headache. Sometimes it totally depend on the agreement between the client and the vendor. So in this way the buffer will work. So we'll go with here an certain points like this is an additional resources. Sometimes the basically the buffer can be sorted on the with the planning of the shrinkage and everything. Client will say that okay, I will agree on the 10% of the shrinkage, like that might be planned or unplanned. To plan all those stuff, we basically need an additional stuff here. Why? Because if we find the shrinkage which is higher than the target, then it will be a challenging for us. Now every month whenever a billing or invoice will be created, what the internal team will do, they will just see that how many leaves we have, are we matching to the invoices or not. They will not go with the individual associate. I'll give you an example here. Consider I have a 10 associate which are billed by the client. I am working for Monday to Friday. Okay, now if I see an individual associate will work for 22 days, correct? Because Saturday Sunday week off, I'm considering in a month we have at least 4 week offs. Now one associate will work for 22 days, which means I will give service to my client here is 2200 days, which means I have 10 associates, they will work for 22, which means 2200 days service I need to provide at the end. Sometimes what happens, we might have an additional leave here and there, we will see. To support all this structure, we will have a buffer. So this buffer will come for the 22 days or might be less. We can also take a leave, but at the end what will happen, we will cover all the leaves and the shrinkage what the associates have taken with the help of this buffer. Now any of the company, a buffer is not the last associate who have joined. Buffer might be anyone in any of the team. Sometimes a last associate can take a leave, then the other HC will consider as a buffer here. So it's not something named that you are a buffer associate. So let's go with the another point here. He is, I already told you, right? The buffer HC will support in the spike in the volume, and it will give good support in meeting the numbers. Sometimes the buffer are not selected on the basis of the shrinkage, that might be selected on the basis of the attritions, the spike in the volume, what is the process strength, what is the process pulse, and how we meet our targets, what is the shift timings, and do we have a seat utilization issues. Everything will be considered and then we can plan the buffer here. So I'll give you a basic example. If any interviewer asks how we calculate buffer, you can go with this particular example guys. I'm considering I have a 15 billable headcount. I'm considering 10% is the shrinkage which I have agreed. I made an agreement with the client. Okay, and I'm also considering that my shift is fixed and Saturday Sunday is week off. Now with 10% shrinkage, 15 into 10% shrinkage, which means 1.5 HC might take a leave, which is equivalent to like 2 head count, right? Now we have to see either we require 1 or 2 HC in order to plan our day for the rest, for the all the month or all the upcoming weeks. In this way we can calculate our buffer, guys. This is one way. On the basis of shrinkage you can plan your buffer. Now if we have more than 10%, then here team leader need to keep a governance on the all the associate, so that the things will be in control. Sometimes what happen, if one day you have given 10 or 20% of shrinkage, and the all the rest of the days, or might be few other days, if you are controlling this, at the end client is worried on the entire month shrinkage. He or she is not worried with the individual day. Yes, there might be a question you will get on in your daily calls why the shrinkage is high and all, but at the end your target should be by end of the month you are covering everything. So this is all about the calculating on the buffer, and how we can see what is the buffer, and what best we can do in order to manage our buffers, and we can give a good productivity and quality. Still have any doubt, please share your feedback and comments. I will definitely try to help you out. If you find like you want a video on any of the other topic, please share your feedbacks and comment. Definitely I'll try to work on it, and that I can support you guys in your interviews. Check out our Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook page. You will get multiple information with regards to the opportunities, videos, flowcharts. Many things are there, guys. So just check out, like, subscribe the channel. Still any doubt, please get back to me, guys. I'm there to help you out, guys. Thank you so much. Have a great day.